Some of you guys are requesting '08 and newer Econoline light bars, people like Jill, so Ryan's working on it. He's needs a lift kit. Look who I ran into when I was pulling out an action van. Slick Rick. Small world, right, Slick Rick?
Yeah, I know that. What's his name called?
Yeah, Kyle.
I always forget his name.
It's Kyle. It's stuck, Kyle. Man. That's a Slick Rick. I like, I like that one. We're gonna call you Slick Rick. Yeah. This is my first time Walmart camping. I think that's Slick Rick. I'm gonna text him and tell him, hey, I saw you at Walmart, Slick Rick. It's Slick Rick. Shout out to Taylor for sending me this.
What do we got? What do we got? Slick Rick? Slick Rick! My boy!
Unofficially, my van's name is Jaws. Slick Rick should name his van Killer Whale. Brooke said I should name my van Jaws because of the color. I kind of like that. It's a fairly big vehicle, and check out how cluttered it is in about 2 days. I'm gonna need a bigger van. I started talking about lifted vans in 2012. This is my second van build. I got it in 2020, and while I was saving up for a lift kit for this van, I had the idea to start doing lifted van meets. For me personally, 2024 has been the most fun year for this hobby. If you've been watching this channel for a while now, 2024 has seen more growth for this hobby, for this channel, more than 2020, 21, and 23 combined. One of my most asked questions is, where did you get that light bar? This is an ORW light bar. I got it in 2012 and it's been discontinued. My friend Ryan, he makes these ladders. He makes them for half the price of what an aluminous side ladder cost. So I gave him a shout out, and he was so grateful of the gesture that he sent me a free ladder. So there's the Ryan ladder right here. So I issued him a challenge. I told him, if you could make one of these light bars, you'll have this market all to yourself. And this guy said, challenge accepted. One of the reasons why 2024 has been the most fun year for me for this hobby is because of Ryan. The Ford Econoline aftermarket needs people like Ryan, and I'm glad a couple of you have supported him already. I'll pin his Instagram in the comment section. That's Javi Wasabi right there. I'll talk about him later. First light bar sold. I'll tell you guys who's the first light bar customer, and here's more of his Instagram. There's my van right there. Couple of light bars ready to be sold. More customers. That's his van with his challenge accepted light bar. More customers. Sebastian's Life 91. He bought a Ryan ladder. Sportsmobile and Aluminous have been around for a while, but even 12 years ago I couldn't afford their products, and that's why I got an ORW light bar. That was the cheapest front end enhancement for these vans 12 years ago, and that's why I gave Ryan that challenge to recreate these. So someone in the comment section said Ryan should make rock sliders. He saw the comment and said he's thinking about it. So the more you support Ryan, the more he's able to expand, and maybe one day he'll expand to GM vans. So I want to see this guy succeed. First person to buy a Ryan ORW remake light bar is my buddy Stefan. It's like a sports mobile. So what is this thing?
It's a E250 Ford. and it's Canadian made. They put some, they made it into a Class B motorhome. But
I sent Ryan a message a couple of days ago and asked him if he has sold any light bars yet, and he told me, I think one of your subscribers bought one. His name's Stefan. So I texted Stefan and asked him if he bought a Ryan light bar, and he did. He also told me he has a job assignment in San Diego for the next month, so I need to hang out with Stefan in the next month and do another video of his van. A lot of you have bought an Action Van suspension lift kit because of my channel. A lot of you don't know about Action Van suspension and found out about it through my channel, so when you guys get feedback from more people, it'll help you make a purchasing decision. So I'll do another video with Stefan's van, and we'll talk about the Action Van lift through his perspective instead of mine.
you can get a cross breeze.
Got a sink going.
Yeah, and a sink.
A stove.
And a stove, absolutely, yeah, right.
So it's the best of both worlds. It's an RV, and now that it has a Larry special Action Van lift, you could do some off-roading, find a remote camp spot.
And super comfortable driving.
Yeah, exactly.
What a difference with the lift. The drive is just 100% better.
And what we did right now, I'll probably upload this video before the animal sculpture one, but we checked out the animal sculpture in Anza-Borrego.
Yeah,
he followed me, we were just cruising.
Yeah, that was great. I got Larry set me up with that Detroit locker. We were testing them out. That's another episode you're going to do, I imagine.
Yes, sir. My buddy Matthew in Michigan, he's someone who bought an Action Van suspension lift kit this year because of my videos. He actually got his van lifted like 2 weeks ago, and he noticed I'm always parking next to U-Hauls to do hype videos, and Ryan actually got an idea from this. Some of you guys are requesting 08 and newer Econoline light bars, people like Jill, so Ryan's working on it. He's going to stop by a U-Haul and do a quick test fit of his light bar on an 08 Econoline. Like I said, I'm rooting for Ryan because I would like to see him make more stuff for these vans and even make stuff for GM vans. So let's talk about the lifted van meet. Next lifted van meet, the next big lifted van meet. Let's go for November 2 and 3. That's a Saturday and a Sunday. That's the days off most of you guys have, so let's do it on November 2 and 3. That's the next big van meet. But I also want to do a local van meet in the next month, so I'm going to talk about that right now. November 2 and 3, Saturday and Sunday, Anza-Borrego. Let's do middle of nowhere camping. I know that's what a lot of you want to do, so that's what we're going to do. Local meet, local San Diego meet, I'm thinking end of August, early September. Let's go here. This is in Jamul, the most haunted road in California, Proctor Valley Road. Looks like a nice scenic drive too. Here's a San Diego friend, Javi Wasabi. He bought his van with the Weldtech lift. He just picked up a Ryan ladder, and he has the Raptor grill. Raptor grill, the best looking, most affordable aftermarket grill for Ford Econolines. Here's San Diego Ryan. He bought a van that already had a Weldtech lift on it. This one's on 35s. I know once I park next to him with his Weldtech on 35s, I'm going to want bigger tires for my van. I'm on 285 75/16s, 33-inch tires. I have a 410 re-gear and an aux locker. So 410s are good for 285 75 17s. So if I go with that tire size, I'll have 34-inch tires, and that's the biggest I could go with 410s. If I went with 35s, I would have needed to get like a 430 gear, but you know, I want to keep at least 15 miles per gallon. So once I see Ryan's van, I'm sure I'm going to want to go a little bigger on the tires. Here's another local guy, Arthur Nava, on his Ford Parts 1 lifted van. Another local guy right here, Big Kahuna van. The October 2023 lifted van meet, I met Mark and Stefan. Lifted 1999 Econoline, 1987 Econoline, 4-wheel drive. the beginning of 2024, I met Bobzilla13 on Instagram. Hanging out at Slab City right now with a new friend, Enyaz, on YouTube from Arizona. Jose PhD 27. Known him for like 13 years. So it's cool to be out here with these guys. Enyaz, man, I gotta visit you in Arizona. We gotta do some kind of Arizona hangout someday. Tornado lifted van. 2 more right here. In 2024, Chris in Florida, Matthew in Michigan, and Andrew in New Jersey got lift kits. Light bar and ladder Ryan. He's getting his van lifted soon. And once his van's lifted, he's thinking about making rock sliders. I told Ryan his lifted van with his ladder, light bar, and potentially rock sliders is gonna be the perfect advertisement for his upstart business. As always, I appreciate your guys' support. People have been supporting this channel for a while, and new subscribers, things are gonna get epic. The year isn't over yet. Yeah, V10, like a Gallardo. Yeah, V10, like a F650. Lifted van looks good, even next to a big boy truck. Some V10 in a van action.